particular sport is doing.
Like I mentioned, that's why I'm really hoping whatever success I'm able to have, and my fellow pros as well, even now showing competitors, just so people can take notice and say, you know what? Because as of right now, bodybuilding is regarded as a tier 3 sport in Antigua Barbuda, whereas the football is a tier 1 sports. So automatically, when the budget is done,
this is the official ranking.
Official.
Okay.
When the budget is done on a yearly basis, any funds to be allocated towards any sporting bodies, any federations of sorts, the majority of the funds going to tier 1, tier 2 sports. Then tier 3 might get what I'm going to call the leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
And while I understand it, because I guess in past, bodybuilding hasn't proven itself as well as these other sports may have in the past to receive such funds. But as I'm saying, I believe that now bodybuilding is making that step and should at least be jumping to another tier to get some more systems from the government. I'm not saying they have to come and say, hey, how many guys, how many people do y'all want this team to go to such a place? But no, say, okay, well guys, I can give you all $5,000 towards this competition to put to the group athletes to compete. And hopefully that can be something that can happen in the very, very near future. So we have lots of amazing talent that needs an opportunity to compete.
I also feel like in Antigua, the corporate world, the private sector needs to, of course, I don't know what they do, in secret, maybe they're sponsoring an athlete here and there that we don't know about. But, see, for some reason we don't see the benefit of attaching themselves to a particular athlete unless that athlete, like they don't seem to look at potential yet and grow with the athlete. And I guess somewhat I understand only when you're worldwide or whatever have you, that's when they start to pay attention or wants to attach themselves to that branding.
At the end of the day, I understand it because just like you say, I mean, a company wants mileage.
Mm-hmm.
If they're assisting an athlete in some way, they need some kind of return on that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fully understandable. But at part of the blame the athletes, you have to approach these companies and say, hey, this is what I can do for you.
Mm-hmm.
I can of course refer to your company when we do my interviews, try and get on local television, radio, whatever the case is, and promote your business as well as being a good, let's say, public relations affiliated company. And of course that way you can get some mileage from them and stuff like that. But like I said, I can somewhat understand it, but I think the focus needs to shift towards, just like you said, growing along with that as opposed to getting somebody already established and say, hey, what can you do for me?
Right, because you would find in other places they are, like you see a youth and you realize, like they take tennis for example, you realize he or she is good, seems to be at some level higher than everybody, their contemporaries around them, so they started a little sponsor, nothing major, just because this sport is expensive, and sometimes not because the athlete wasn't good enough, they really just didn't have the means to get to the next level.
That's the problem.
But when we speak about the next level, your first pro show, because some of the athletes that have turned pro recently, they have competed regionally. Your first pro show was in Miami. You went America, right? Did you receive help to get there? Did I have to be out of pocket? And what was that journey like? Now deciding why were there no pros regionally, no shows regionally for you to choose from? Why go to Miami as your first pro show?
Let me go with the first part first. I received a little bit of assistance from just more as personal friends, realistically.
Okay.
Because we don't even want to be mentioned as sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
They said, hey, I see you doing well, I believe in you. Here's a few dollars, put it towards your travel expenses and stuff like
Here's
that.
a 10K, just
I wish.
get something to eat.
I wish that was the case. But yeah, trying to get a little assistance. I was fortunate in that aspect of it. But it's mainly an out-of-pocket situation, and it's tough because realistically, to put it in perspective, doing a bodybuilding competition, I prefer if I can. I can't always, but take maybe a week or two before the competition off of work. So your body can relax, you can present your best possible package on that stage. That of course means I lose my income for a week or two. So that right there is an expense, full stop. You have to think of course about airline tickets. That of course is a major expense. You have hotel accommodations, and you you have, of course, food and transportation when you travel. Huge expenses. So going overseas to compete is an expensive venture, and realistically, like I mentioned earlier, there's not much money in this sport realistically. So even I'll give you more detail. I was able to win the competition, and what I was able to receive from winning just barely covered my expenses. So regardless, even winning the show, you still technically lose money. So any help you can get from any outside persons, whether it's $200 here, whatever the case is,
It barely covered your expenses, separate to what you receive as sponsors,
including
unofficial sponsors.
including everything.
You just barely covered your total expenses.
Barely covered your total expenses.